Let's move on to Taiwan. I love this title, The Quietest Ones in a Quiet Culture. This is Anita Huang, who is the founder of the Selective Mutism Association of Taiwan and the Free Voice Project. She's mother turned advocate and coach. Her passion has been bringing the world's best learning resources of selective mutism to Taiwan and building the environment to implement the relevant methods. Anita.
Hi, I'm Anita. I will try to tell a story unique to Taiwan. Being quiet and compliant is traditionally considered a virtue, but people increasingly value diversity. At school, there used to be mainly written assignments. Now oral presentations are common, so the difficulties of students with selective mutism have only recently been exposed. This happens against a backdrop of fewer children but more special needs. Taiwan is at a juncture where new ideas flourish while old ones still linger. Facing selective mutism, some people cling on to the accustomed way of talk therapy or play therapy at a clinic. But more and more people embrace the behavioral approach of small steps taken at home and school. Noteworthy is the self-advocacy from bottom up. In 2017, a student, let's call him Sammy, was completely frozen in a nationwide exam, and this became widespread news. Then parents established the SMA Association. Rochelle wrote the first autobiography of a sufferer, and Millie gave talks until the last days of her young life. Many others advocated with artworks. Most important of all, people need to know that there is evidence-based treatment and that teachers, parents, and therapists can really change children's lives. So I translated Maggie Johnson's Selective Mutism Resource Manual. And in 2018, I invited Ruth Perennick to Taiwan. We have since offered courses and workshops. I'm so happy that some teachers and psychologists in Taiwan have successfully applied what they learned and have even written research papers and given talks to spread the word. I'm so grateful for those who go above and beyond to learn, who think outside the box to create flexibility. However, this is far from common experience. Despite surging demand, there are not enough policy support and trained professionals. Children with selective mutism often do not qualify for early intervention and psychological services at school unless they have other comorbidities or are very severe cases. Statistics show that selective mutism accounts for a disproportionately low percentage of special needs students in Taiwan. By the time these children reach high school, they face long school hours, high academic pressure, and even less resources. Some develop school phobia or depression. It is such a pity because they could have avoided all the hardships had they been helped earlier. It is sad knowing that there are proven effective ways, but the environment is not supportive. Teachers are not encouraged to do home visits, and parents are often not allowed to go into school as key workers and are misunderstood as overprotective. In 2023, the Special Education Act was amended to stress inclusiveness. This suits selective mutism because the best place to help is a regular class at school. Currently, a small fraction of students with selective mutism get IEPs, but many do not. lack of reasonable adjustments hampers their opportunities in education. In some districts, not all, it is a legal right to be in the same class with their only one or two talking partners. Homeschool students are also eligible to special education services. Children with selective mutism very rarely get shadows or assistance, even though they can be life-changing. The previously mentioned Sammy, who was frozen at school, after many small steps with the help of assistants, is now teaching as a teaching assistant at university. Research shows that many parents in Taiwan feel they are fighting a very lonely battle instead of parents, teachers, and therapists working together as a triumvirate. In closing, we have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. I hope Taiwan is transitioning to a future where children with selective mutism and their family no longer suffer silently. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so interesting.